Hi, my name is Nusara Safia. My ID is PDB2211026. I'm going to explain the first question about pastel analysis used by HP to identify the critical external factor. The first is political. HP operates in 170 countries around the world, hence political factors play an important role in its operational throughout these nations. In 2012, HP faced a backlash and even the United Nations Human Rights Commission had raised its concerns. Political factors play an important role in any company's growth in a specific regions. If the country has a stable government, then it will provide a stable environment for the firm. Otherwise, in countries where the government changes more frequently, firms tend to hesitate to invest. Government have several policies that benefit tech giants like HP to set up their plants in particular regions, called a special economic zone for tech giants only to attract their investment in the country. The judicial system freedom also play an important role in a company's growth in a particular company. HP had several lawsuits before with many other firms. The second is economic. Economic factors are an important force affect business globally and HP's growth. This factor grow because of the big technology brands like HP that operate in the international market. The recession is over since then worldwide employment and consumer expenditure have increased. Economic uncertainty and fluctuation persist in several global markets. If an economy has a downturn, that may cause consumer and organization to spend less on IT, which could affect HP sales. Brexit caused major volatility in currency exchange rates. A strengthening dollar against any foreign currency raised risk and reduced revenue. Before entering the country, HP must first analyze its economic environment. Inflation, GDP growth, labor costs, and the country financial and economic stability all play a visual impact in HP growth. Labor costs are important in the countries such as India and China, where the labor costs are significantly lower than in Western countries. HP may not only increase revenue, but also export items from these countries to the West. The third is technology. Being a tech giant, technology factor affect HP more. The rapid investment in technology has created more challenging for HP. With the rapid advancement of technology, HP competition increased at an unprecedented rate. Even Lenovo get ahead of HP in terms of revenue and selling of several products because Lenovo offer the same product with more advancement but at a cheaper price. To keep up with its competitor, HP has to spend more on research and develop, and it has invested more than $2 billion in R&D. Now, 5G is going to be the next big thing in countries like India, so HP has to customize their product according to the customer needs. In emerging country, where the population start using digital ways of payment and many third-party payment, it becomes more easier for HP sales their product directly to customer.
My name is Dewi Ayu Rozana. Technology is one of the tools that is used by HP to identify the critical external factor using the pastel analysis. Technology, being a tech giant, technological factors affect HP more. The rapid advancement in technology has created more challenges for HP. With the rapid advancement of technology, HP's competition increased at an unprecedented rate. Even Lenovo get ahead of HP in terms of revenue and selling of several products because Lenovo offers the same products with more advancement but at a cheaper price. To keep up with its competitors, HP has to spend more on research and development, and it has invested more than $2 billion in R&D. Now, 5G is going to be the next big thing in countries like India, so HP has to customize their products according to the customers' needs. In emerging countries where the population start using digital ways of payment and many third-party payment apps, it becomes easier for HP to sell their products directly to consumers. Next, for legal, before entering a new market or even when change occur in policies of a government, it affects the business directly. With the advancement in technology, it becomes more important to keep our data safe and secure. That's why there are so many data protection and privacy laws in various countries. So HP must follow the data laws of the particular country. For example, many countries like India, Europe, China wants to save their data in their own country. In countries like the US, Europe, UK, India, consumer protection laws are very important to follow. HP must examine how consumer protection laws are enacted in the particular country and how the normal consumers and various activist groups react to the consumer protection laws, whether there are special courts for issues between the consumers and the company. If yes, then HP must be more customers oriented to minimize such issues. Lastly, with the growing concerns regarding the environment and sustainability, the environment factor becomes an important part of pestle analysis. HP announced that it recycled 1 billion products, and from then onwards, it increased goals every year. Because of these efforts, HP ranked number 1 for many years in many environmental sustainability index. The company releases a global responsibility report which focuses on how HP uses its products and services for better use for mankind. HP has achieved zero deforestation associated with HP papers and product packaging. As a responsible firm, HP must follow the norms of the Paris Climate Agreement. This will create the goodwill of HP in its customers' mind, which in turn lead to more trust and hence more sales of HP products. Weather and climate conditions also play an important role because in countries which have extreme weather conditions, the company must spend more on the supply chain and the build quality of products. This will indirectly lead to the increase in prices of products.
So in the next slide, I, Asha binti Baharudin, will be talking about the technology forecasting. Large companies use technology forecasting for prioritization of R&D investment, planning new product development, making strategic decisions on technology licensing and joint ventures and so forth. The definition of technology forecasting model is firstly, investigation of new trends, new technologies, and new forces. And then it is the process of predicting the future characteristics and timing on the technology and oriented towards profitability. Onto the solution. A problem of it is since HP already learned a lot from the early TouchSmart days, they discontinued their Sprout product. So they continue in using TouchSmart that was very innovative, but HP didn't tightly control the retailing or support as much as they could have. For better future, the company need to improvise their technology in their products. Now I'm going to show you the steps of technology forecasting process. Firstly is to make a specification of forecast, in which is for the short-term forecast that is used for mature technologies like TouchSmart that started in 2007 and still relevant in stores. Secondly is to identify environmental variables. I choose two, which are social environment and economic environment. In social environment, they must know how to engage with users, which is also their customers as a large company. It is one of a way to build customer loyalty. Then, economic environment. They use the sustainable materials in their device. The next step is selecting data sources by selecting the forecasting techniques. One is by statistical data, and the first step is employing forecasting technique. There are two types, which is exploratory and normative. In exploratory, HP can develop the most likely scenario in the future after getting experts' opinions and such. Meanwhile, in normative, they can express model behavior over time so it follows the trend and stay relevant. The second last step is used by application. It requires resources level of the new product produced or the newly improvised version of the product should be easy to use for all and has safety for privacy. The last step is undertake reviews by making a comparison between actual and results of forecasts. Also means HP must do better if the planning isn't as good as the result. That way, they know where to improve.
Next is about HP technology. Based on product life cycle, which consists 4 stages that include product development stage, introduction stage, growth stage, and lastly maturity stage. In the first stage, there were no totally electronic computer. In 1939, the HP was founded. The internet was still decades away from becoming a reality. HP innovation were essential in making home computer and printer more affordable to the average customer, and their success caused a wave of electronic company to establish themselves in Santa Clara County, California. Consequently, Bell Howard and David Packard were assigned to launch their own business there. Then they began to work on a resistant capacity audio oscillator, a machine used to test sound equipment with only $538. After building a several model and baking pin for the instrument panel in Packard oven, they won their first large order for HP model 200E and 8 oscillator for Walt Disney Studio, which used them to design and test a new sound system for the animated film Fantasia in 1940. During World War II, Truman hired former student to make microwave signal generator for his student. When the war ended, HP capitalized on the expansion on the electronic sector and industrial sector the moment the founder also decided on their respective position in the company, in which they started the operation after 1947, which is the next stage. In 1951, HP released HP 524A, a groundbreaking high-speed frequency counter. This technology shortened the time required to measure radio frequency from 10 minutes to around 2 seconds. For the first time, Hewlett Packard issued stock to general public in November 1957, when the company had maintained steady and had an outstanding growth. It also relocated to a larger facility in Stanford Research Park. The company gained wider public recognition when it was listed on Pacific and New York Stock Exchange in 1961, and in the Fortune 500 a year later, HP established a joint venture with Yokogawa Electric Works in Japan. Then purchased the FMM Scientific Corporation, an analytical instrument manufacturer based in Avondale, Pennsylvania. Years later, they finally became one of the world's leading electronic research centers. On to the next stage, the growth stage. Computer was created the same year. HP became one of the world's leading electronic research centers. Other than that, they also released the HP 9100A, the first desktop calculator capable of executing scientific functions as the product gained market acceptance and exposure. Sales began to rise rapidly during this time, with the introduction of the HP 3000 mini computer in 1972. HP launched its first major move into business computing, an area dominated by IBM and Digital Equipment Corporations. HP move into information processing was a success, and the business quickly established itself as a popular computer seller. while market estimate for Spectrum were positive and the system itself was cutting edges. HP initially failed to capitalize on its own technology due to the company focus on market rather than product lines. However, sales effort will quickly redouble on all levels. And lastly, the last stage would be the maturity stage, in which the product hits the lowest point in the term of sales. Price competition results from new competitors joining the market with similar goods on a regular basis. HP began 1990 with decreasing profitability and a poor market reaction to its new product line. It had fallen victim to full structure that inhibited group manager from making innovative choice. Earnings dropped 11% to 739 million, down from 800 to 9 million. John Young reduced unnecessary organizational level and classified computer product into two categories that consist of those sold directly to large clients and those sold through discount dealers. And as a result, its market share skyrocketed, propelling the company to third position in mid-1997, edging out Dell Computer and trailing only Compaq Computer Corporation and IBM. Despite part desire for HP to be more than just a principal company, then the company continued to produce successful products in that category. That's all for me. Thank you.